They're doing it in broad daylight.
Yeah,
They're doing it in front of you. It's called the Davos Summit.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, but these guys have to. That's the thing that is like so frustrating. Is like they always want to. They always want to like have a grand narrative, a grand conspiracy that somehow loops back to like one singular group of people that are doing this evil. Wait, hold on. Let me open. This is it. This is the spot here. Just come in. That's my dog, Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
I knew you were coming today, and yet I still did not prepare.
I love it. Wow. We're on TV?
Yep, we're live right now. We got 40,000 people watching. Tim Heidecker, ladies and gentlemen. He's here in the building.
I've got the Meta glasses. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, you're filming. You're filming the outside of my house.
These are the best. They tell me where to go. They tell me what to do.
They're
amazing.
They have a lock-in function where if you're like me, you got ADHD, you get to lock in. You literally tell the Meta glass, like, hey, the person I'm talking to is boring as like, can you help me focus on him?
Or it just starts playing Seinfeld episodes or something.
Well, that too.
Well, just
what
quickly,
do you have right there?
I came all the way from Glendale. And these are Jarmuk. These are Armenian. This is Armenian mineral water. It's going to burn you. Yeah.
I actually don't.
You don't do mineral water?
I don't do mineral water, but my dad does.
Okay. Well, is this going to cause problems?
Oh yeah, he's gonna disown me.
Okay.
Last time he almost did was when I painted my nails, and he was like, "Are you? You can tell me. Are you gay?"
Yeah.
He was like, he was a little worried.
It's good. I'm here to transgender everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're gonna transgender people. You're gonna Armenian people.
We're doing free transgendering this weekend.
Hell yeah.
And that will be compulsory. If you live in California, you'll be required to transition this weekend. Or face penalties.
Well, this is the Antifa headquarters, so welcome.
Okay, well, I can take these back.
No.
I drink these by the gun.
These.
Okay.
No, now that you brought it, I have to keep them.
Okay.
You can put it like on the. Here, I got it. It's heavy. It's heavy. Watch out.
How do you? I'm just gonna take this in for a minute because
Take it in.
don't. It's also a very unflattering angle for me. I appreciate that.
Wait, really? No,
I think
you
so.
look great.
It's all here. We're all cameras here.
Wait, let's.
What does
let's
the crowd
flip it.
say?
Let's flip it. Hold on. This is my.
I don't want to hear what the crowd says.
Wait, we got other cameras. Are you ready?
Give me
Do you
a
wanna
better
see?
angle.
Wait, we got this. We got all the different angles here.
That's better. The bottom. Everything's better than the first.
The bottom
angle I
right. You think the
saw.
bottom right's good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
No, hold on. It's fine. That's just
I'm
my.
so vain.
This is my my interview. This is the angle I use for interviews.
Who's the biggest person you've had in this room in terms of
like size wise?
Yeah.
Like fattest?
Yeah.
Or do you mean like I don't know. Stavros Halkias.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
As far as fame goes, I don't know.
George Clooney?
No, George doesn't.
He wouldn't.
George doesn't go me like that. Well, maybe
Right.
he might because his wife is woke.
Okay.
I think his wife might have gotten sanctioned by the American state actually.
Oh wow.
Because she's a international. She's like she works for the UN. But yeah,
I want to talk to you real quick though about this Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry. That's a bunch of stuff going on there.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want cream soda or do you want Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar Blackberry?
Blackberry, yeah.
Okay, it's really good. I like it a lot.
Hi everybody. Wow, look at everybody's chatting away.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right.
So, what is this? The post Tim made? They're already sending stuff for me to look at.
Oh yeah, I just posted that because I was
because you were coming over here, so you were like, I want the people to know this is what I am intending to do.
Well, I just Trump. He keeps saying that. He keeps saying that we want to transgender everybody.
Yeah.
It's like his little refrain.
Well, yeah,
he keeps
I
saying.
love when he goes, everything's transgender.
I know they want to transgender everybody. That's what he said today. It's like nobody wants to transgender anybody that doesn't want to be transgendered.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a very
It's
complicated.
bananas.
This is a complicated process.
Would you want like a sci-fi movie where like you saw the world the way he sees it for like for like maybe 24 hours.
You put the glasses on,
put the Trump glasses
and you
on.
see it.
You just see as hell. Everything's hell, and crimes out of rampant, and people are all cutting each other's genitals off.
I don't know if I want. I feel like that would be scary.
Yeah, it would be a horror movie.
But I had a solution after January 6th. Like if we had a competent government, I had a solution where
there's a man here. Is that?
No, it's my mom. my dad and my mom are always around.
Copy. Hi everybody. I'm your guest host for the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's just my dad. Here, let me close this door. But I had a solution after January 6th. If we were like a competent government, kind of like Brazil, for example, that did their own January 6th on January 20th, I think. And then like, people were properly prosecuted and might be facing prison sentences. But like if that were to happen to Donald Trump, I had a really good solution. I thought, we just tell him that he's still president. Like we build a White House, like an Oval Office, everything. And it's just constant surveillance, like constant cameras are on him. Yeah. And we just make it seem like he's still president and he gets to do the best TV show of all time.
Absolutely. It'd be so easy to do.
But he has no power.
No. That would be a very successful show. And we could easily create his own reality for him if we wanted to.
Yeah, he's very easily tricked,
I
think. So there's an advantage there. But of course, we didn't do that. Yeah, the Trumpman show, kind of like the Truman Show.
I like that. How do you read? I mean, I'm sure people come in here and how do you read all this stuff?
They say it all the time.
No, I know, but just when you're looking at the scroll.
I just used to seeing everything.
Did you see that demo of those glasses the other day?
Wait, I want to pull it up. Does anyone, chatters, send me the link of the meta demos.
Because there's this thing where he's walking around on stairs. I feel like if I had that on, I would be. Look at me. You got me up there.
I got you up here.
Look at this. I think I should be. I should be running for mayor. Don't you think I should be?
You look hot. Like you got. You know what? It's the light is hitting.
Yeah. Well, they had I was at this premiere of Him. It's the new movie about the balding pills. Hims. But I don't know. The lights were so bright. I've been on these premiere things before.
Yeah, but you have like a cool look to you because of it, where you're like, oh.
I'm into this. Because now I'm starting to look older. I look like I've got like wrinkles and things.
I feel me too. It just happens.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I'm okay with it, but it gives me gravitas.
Yeah.
And,
you look
Todd
like
Glass. You know who Todd Glass is? He's a very funny comedian.
Yeah.
And I had him on the show, and he was like, I was like, I got to go to this premiere. I don't know what to wear. And he's like, just get a black shirt and a navy blue suit. And that's what I did. So I think I will run for either governor or mayor.
It's a good look.
Or president.
I like it. Oh, here's the meta demo. Someone said, "Holy!"
Oh, that was the one that just failed. There's one where he's like walking up the stairs, and I just feel like I would fall down the stairs immediately if things were like in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, my like I said, my favorite is the lock-in mode. I saw that one. I was like, this is perfect. Like this is
definitely use the help. Hey Meta, start live AI.
No one really
starting
wants
live
this,
AI.
right?
I think there's a lot of people that are really stupid. I hate to say it. I like it comes. I'm not like an elitist by any means. I say I'm a dumb guy all the time.
Yeah.
But I cannot help but think less of someone if I catch them doing like Chat GPT, where I'm like, really? Like you didn't want to just Google that?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And every aspect of my life where just like AI has been slammed into it has objectively gotten worse. Like you Google something.
The worst thing is
AI readout.
You get the email summary.
Yeah.
That takes up half your screen. And it's like, Joe and Steve are suggesting we meet tomorrow and then you're like, I just want to read the email that was sent to me. I don't need this breakdown of it. It's not helpful.
Yeah. It's also an email. It's not like that long.
No.
Like, the format was already a brief text summary to begin with. And now we're doing a TLDR on an email.
They're desperate to try to find ways to use it, and it's not happening.
I cannot for the life of me understand why you would be so cucked to a piece of tech where you're like, I'm going to let it do the thinking for me.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's anti-human.
Yeah, Google was fine. Like to find things, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was pretty amazing. But now, finish watching this because this craps out on this guy.
I love the setup you have here.
Also, stop. listen, I don't need the commentary from the computer either.
Always. You're always
That's cool.
Sycophantic. So sycophantic. I hate that.
So condescending and patronizing.
Yeah, it's what makes people insane though. That's why they like start they get like what I don't know what it's called, but they like start hallucinating and they think they're like the second coming of Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's just like AI psychosis. That's what it's called. Someone in the chat said. Yeah, of course it creates AI psychosis. If you're like alienated, if you're isolated and you have this like sycophantic chatbot constantly being like, all of your dumbest opinions are actually brilliant. Yeah. You're going to lean into that, you know?
There's also this lag that reminds me of when like cell phones first were coming out and when you're trying to talk to somebody, there's that feeling of like, no, you go ahead. What were you saying? No, it's like, that's what every conversation I've had with these stupid things are. But anyways. Yeah. We all this is the AI stuff, Scott. We just turn it off.
How can I help?
Hey, can you help me make a Korean-inspired steak sauce for my steak sandwich here?
You can make a Korean-inspired steak sauce using soy sauce, sesame oil.
What do I do first?
So uncomfortable.
What do I do
got mad.
I know she's like down.
Bitch, I was explaining it to you. There's steps to this. Okay, calm down.
You've already combined the base ingredients. So now grate a pear to add to the sauce.
What do I do first?
You've already combined the base ingredients. So now grate the pear and gently combine it with the base sauce.
All right, I think the Wi-Fi might be messed up. Sorry, back to you, Mark. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
I love seeing antisocial dudes like Mark Zuckerberg try to do these events themselves instead of like handing it off to some guy you squeezed the way more capable of doing
Jimmy
it.
Fallon to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You can get Jimmy Kimmel to do it. Seems like he's got some.
Did you see the
time on his hands?
Did you see? Well, we could talk. I'm sure you want to talk about that.
Yeah, of course.
The Jimmy Fallon did like a Google one of these. He did like a Google event.
Oh, he did.
It's really fucked up.
Look, you're a famous Hollywood guy,
big time.
So I don't want to talk big shit about any of these other guys. Because you probably golf with them.
No, I talk. I'm an open book.
At the Illuminati seminar that you attend with them.
I'm an amiable guy, but I'm also an honest person, and I talk shit on shit I don't like.
Well, I was going to say Jimmy Fallon is a chatbot.
Yeah, he's a stooge. He's a empty suit.
Yeah,
he's a
so he's not
not
going to get mad at you at the.
He might. I don't know.
At the Illuminati seminar.
I don't care for his sensibilities.
Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel, on the other hand, let's talk about that. Obviously, I am the fedayeen for Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, I don't care what he's done in the past. I don't care if his like style of comedy is for me or anything like that.
Sure.
From this day on, going forward, I'm a defender of Jimmy Kimmel, and because it's irrelevant to what took place.
Absolutely,
it's ridiculous.
Well, I can say I do know him a little bit. I've run into. He's always been very nice and whatever. It doesn't really matter what my experience, but from everybody that knows him says the same thing. Like he's a genuinely good dude. And I'll start on the negative side first. I do understand that this form of, because of people like you and all this different media, the late night talk show model is a dinosaur. It is.
Yeah.
And
sorry, Jimmy.
Yeah, and it is going to. For years I've been thinking this and watching it and being like, how is this going to wind down, and what's going to look like? Because it's for me, it's a big part of my childhood. It's a big part of American culture, I think, is the late night talk show. But it's starting to not be clear why it exists, Yeah. So that's the whatever. That's going to eventually sort of wind down as all things do, or become different or change. And it always has been changing. But the way this is going down is really up and scary, like I've never seen before. I mean, the FCC guy, what's it, Brandon Carr?
Yeah.
He seems
real demon.
Yeah. Well, we don't see, try not to say that stuff because we say it colloquially.
Yeah.
I can't
colloquially.
say that word.
Yeah.
Colloquially. But they mean it when they talk about demons, right?
Yeah.
They
believe it. I think they believe it.
Like, we don't believe in demons.
I used to think it was a LARP, but like, I see Mike Huckabee. I don't know if you saw his speech that he delivered in Israel.
I haven't paid attention to Mike in a while. I used to love watching Mike.
Mike. He believes it. Like, he's the type of dude who is a firm and committed believer in that kind of stuff, I think.
And Teal and all those guys are like, they think about this stuff all the time. But when we say demon, we just mean like bad guy, like a scary guy.
Yeah.
Not from some other realm.
Using hyperbole.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to be careful of like not falling into their traps. But the whole like do it. And everybody on my side of comedy has like posted support and posted our thoughts about it and how crazy it is. And it's just crazy to see how lockstep everybody is on the other side to get in the chat and be like, well, he lied and provided false information, and suddenly, and if Dave Portnoy, all these people are like, well, I'm for free speech, but there are consequences, and blah blah blah, choking on the Trump's cum, as who can choke on it hardest.
Yeah,
and it's sick.
Yeah, it's like, even if he did lie, which he didn't, but even if he did lie, like, the FCC cannot dictate whether or not or threaten to pull the broadcasting license of a television network for that reason, because that's a chilling effect on speech. That's a direct First Amendment violation, and the very fact that Nexstar, which was obviously amidst this like major local television broadcasting merger that is also, once again, shouldn't be happening anyway, that would make them
consolidating
$6.8 billion thing that they're doing, that's going to make them own 80% of all local TV networks.
Jesus. But meanwhile, who's watching this crap? These. It's just like in doctors' offices, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, I don't understand. It's not a news show. He's not obligated to. What are we talking about? He's lying. What is the lie? Yeah. I mean, I think what he was doing was commenting on, in the immediate aftermath of the shooting, there was plenty of people rushing in there to say, he's got this. They didn't know who it was at first, so even before they knew who it was, it was like, it was this trans person, right? I mean, there's all kinds of shit that I saw right away.
All you need to show is like Nancy Mace before she finds out that the shooter is from good stock, like a Mormon family,
right?
Versus after,
right,
where she went from like, we have to all transgenders to like, we should pray for his soul.
Yeah, and even with what we know, and I still think, I don't know where you're at with this. I think we still don't know most of the story with this dude.
Yeah,
it feels very weird, and I'm very resonant to very cautious to listen to whatever the Justice Department has to say about it, or what the state of Utah.
You don't trust the most trustworthy man, Cash Money Patel?
No.
Yeah, he's just like, he could be telling me the most normal thing, and I'd be like, that's not. Like, when he came up on stage, I was like, did you this guy? Like, you seem suspicious.
I know. I'll be Cash Patel. You ask me if McDonald's sells French fries.
Mr. Patel, does McDonald's sell French fries?
What do you mean? I mean, like I said, I've told you this. They do. And if you don't think they do, then go look and find out for yourself. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good impression.
No, you have to be like 40% more suspicious.
Eyes bugged. Yeah.
It's like always like this.
Yeah.
It was also too direct of an answer. That's the other thing.
Right.
It'd be like, what's McDonald's? What's McDonald's? But
I don't know. I think what I was saying is like, and then when you actually look at what he said, it's sort of like, well, in a way, this kid, if it is there he is. The narrative is like, well, he does come from a MAGA family, right?
Yeah,
he was raised. Is his he was. It's his people and the culture and everything.
The governor Spencer Cox was like,
he's one of ours.
Yeah, he was like, I really was praying for the last 72 hours that he was Mexican. He didn't say that, but I don't know.
But
sorry.
I mean, where are we at?
He didn't literally say that. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Right. please don't throw me in Antifa prison.
But where are we at? Because you have all these people that are, the people under Trump that are trying to make it this, they're nitpicking about whether it was a lie and the FCC and all that. But then Trump's own words where he's like, we got them, folks, and we're coming after more. And it's like, if you look at his words, they're the words of a psycho, like psychotic person that's so clear. And that's what's so frustrating about the time we're in right now. Because there's that clip, it kind of goes around every once in a while, of Bo Burnham. Have you seen that clip? And it's from like 10 years ago or something.
Many Bo Burnham clips. Which one?
Well, it's him going, Donald Trump? It was back in the first election. He just keeps saying it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, him? Donald Trump? Keep having to process that this is the guy that we're listening to. Look at what he said.
Adam Friedland said,
oh, man.
At Jimmy Fallon, it's just you and me now, brother. Yeah.
Adam's funny. And I did his show. It hasn't come out yet.
You did?
Well, yeah,
nice.
But he stacks them.
Yeah, he does.
He did an interview with Jimmy Carter that's going to come out in a couple.
For a second, I thought you were being serious. Yeah, he's he famously, it took them like a year and a half to finally release my episode, and by that point it was like not even relevant half the shit that we were talking about.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's terrible. Hate that guy.
Well,
hate that guy.
I think he's getting a little too much attention right now. I think that's
I don't like it. I don't like it. It should be on me.
It's between the two of you, right? That's the last two standing.
He's the millennial Jon Stewart, and I'm the Joe Rogan of the left.
Meanwhile, I'm over here, maybe better than both of you combined.
100%.
Doing office hours live every Thursday, and I don't get in these New York Times profiles.
Yeah, you're not getting remotely enough death threats right now. Let's bring those up.
How are you?
Oh, I mean, it's fine.
It's coming in, right?
Yeah.
I was getting them, back in 2015 and 16.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting time where it was like, I was thinking about it today, like the 4chan was raging hard.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know anything about it.
Well,
and
now
suddenly,
it's Twitter. Now it's like...
Oh, okay. See, I'm off Twitter now.
Oh, yeah. It basically went from like, deeper, darker corners of the internet.
Yeah.
Where at least there was a little bit of shame in like the other sides of the internet where people, congregated.
Right.
To just like shamelessly doing that in real time, in broad daylight. And obviously one of my ops, like I got many of them.
Yeah.
I got State of Israel, the United States government, Customs and Border Patrol.
Yeah.
And of course now Elon Musk.
Right.
And he's been really, really coming after me. And I wanted to show you this.
Nonstop. Him personally, because he's on this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is cool.
Let me show you.
Well, they're bringing him in front of Congress, right, along with all the other tech giants to talk about this, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's just weird. They were talking about like where extremism is fomented.
I know. And it's like one of these guys is not like the other or something.
Yeah. And they brought Twitch in specifically because I have the suspicion that they brought Twitch in specifically because they thought, this is a good opportunity to like yell at the Twitch CEO for platforming me.
Yeah.
Because that's been like a project.
And that's where only broadcast? You're only broadcasting on Twitch. Is that correct?
I only live stream on Twitch, but I'm on all the social media platforms and also on YouTube as well.
Right. But not live.
But I don't live stream on there. Right. Yeah. But does anyone in the chat have like one of the takes from Elon Musk? I want to show it real quick if we can find it.
What's so bad about you? I don't know. I don't, like I said, I mean, I'm sure we disagree on things, but I don't know. Like I don't sit here and watch you for 8 hours a day.
I'm a dangerous radical terrorist,
right?
Both on the Antifa front, which is new. Well, yeah. I guess they used to say that in 2016. I have to
talk to you about the Antifa meeting on Sunday. Yeah. If there's any way we can push that till 3.
I'll show you
in the secret headquarters.
I did make a joke about that.
Yeah.
I did make a joke about that. Originally on NBC last night, and the anchor got like actually worried.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's very worried. I mean, did you see Jon Stewart last night?
I didn't. I wanted to. I've been meaning to watch it.
It was very funny. I thought it was very good. They played it like they were North Korea state news, like just like praising him and all that stuff. It was pretty good.
Well, so here's just a couple of them in the past week. He's been like nonstop boosting people, saying like I'm doing incitement to murder, reposting certain tweets and stuff like that. And but one of the funniest things is like he keeps adding Jeff Bezos. Who's like
he's not looking at any of this
I don't think he's on Twitter. Like I don't think he's like spending any moment on Twitter being
Why don't
like,
you call the guy? You got him probably on your phone, right? Give Elon Musk can call Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Meet in their secret dungeon.
I'm on his like he says I need to be deplatformed from Twitch, but like I'm on his platform.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and he hasn't suspended you.
Yeah, but right? I mean I hope he doesn't, because I still use it for a lot of my work. But the one that I think is really funny, the one that I thought was really funny is like one of the people, like all the people that he's like responding to are really fucking, they're like really lame. They're all like right-wing weirdos, right?
Or like don't exist at all.
But one of them that he keeps responding to is really funny because he's like a pedophile Nazi. Let me see if I can find it. That's the one I was looking for, Chad.
Chuck Schumer?
God, he fucking, no. Where the heck is it? There's like, he tweets so much. Oh my God.
Wow, he's on a rage right now.
I do love it because he's like, he basically shows the whole concept that like CEOs work really hard. It's just fucking bullshit. You know?
It bugs me when you hear these people talk about him like, well, he is a genius. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think that was a bunch of good PR for a while there. I had this thought while you're looking for that, because I mean, back to the actual incident with Charlie Kirk. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is one of them. But there is the, I can't even find it. Never mind. I was not talking about Grums, dude. I was talking about the lolicon. You guys are the worst.
This idea of the violent left, right? That everyone's talking about, the violent left.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, wasn't Charlie Kirk's entire like business model, or the structure of his whole career, was going and like debating these leftists?
Yeah, I was supposed to debate.
Yeah, and so like, well, it was like he kind of, I mean, ended unfortunately, of course, but like there was evidence constantly that there was a way to have conversation with these people. Like that was his entire model.
They've decided like they're no longer talking.
Right.
You know?
It's just because this one wacko.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I'm sorry.
No, I mean it's all good. This is like I've been dealing with this quite a bit already. I specifically have been. I was specifically dealing with this already for the past 2 years since October 7 with like ADL and a lot of like advocacy groups, which is crazy because like it hasn't really worked on their end as well, but they haven't really stopped. Like they've just been pushing it no matter what. And I think like now the Trump administration bullying platforms might actually do it for them finally.
Yeah.
But it's been really interesting because like at first it was the ADL and a lot of these like advocacy groups that were pro-Israel, and now they're handshaking with neo-Nazis and like Holocaust deniers who are doing the exact same thing.
What's an example of that? Like
this one is what I was looking at. So this is some account with like an anime drawn the pedophile PFP. He's like, Hasan Piker has been allowed to stay on Twitch while making calls to violence and violating their terms of service because DJ Clancy is his friend. Twitch is owned by Amazon, a major contractor with the Department of War. He asked hundreds of thousands of viewers to commit murder. This never happened, of course.
Right.
But then you look at his other tweets and it's like the Jews don't want this to happen.
Oh my God. What a mess.
He's just, and it's always like,
is that hentai?
Yeah, that's what it is.
You have to understand, I am an old man that doesn't understand things as they are now.
I'm sorry for beaming this to you, but here he is saying that the Jews took away his, I guess he wants to like have sex with his sister or something. Like, God, I think that's what this is.
It's such a mess that now with the Candace Owens stuff where she's getting in there.
Candace Owens has been there for a minute. So she's been there for a minute. And what I always found to be really funny about that was that like, you know David Horowitz, right?
Yeah, I know the name. Remind me.
So he's like this, he used to be, I think he was a trot. He was a Marxist-Leninist early in his days, but then he became this like vicious Islamophobe and a massive hate monger, right? But he was a very pivotal figure for the modern American conservative movement. And
yes,
he was a trot. Yeah. So initially it was David Horowitz that plucked Candace Owens, that found Candace Owens, and then it was the Daily Wire that actually made Candace Owens like this prominent fixture.
Right.
And basically, what's interesting about that is that Candace Owens was anti-Semitic the entire time.
Right.
But
where's her anti-Semitism come from?
I don't even know what it was. Like, I don't know what caused her to be anti-Semitic. I think it could have been like maybe some black Israelite stuff that she was like leaning into potentially.
Right.
But I don't know.
We don't need to speculate.
Yeah, but she's always been like a grifter, right?
Right.
And what's interesting is like she famously once said like Hitler just wanted to make Germany great, you know, but then when Hitler became a globalist is when it became a problem.
Right, yeah.
You know, that was a crazy thing to say. But like, Ben Shapiro hired her after
knowing all that.
Right? So clearly he didn't have an issue with her anti-Semitism, but then she also, and at the time she was pro-Israel, of course. And when she became anti-Israel and anti-Semitic is when Ben Shapiro fired her.
Right.
So she's been on this like vengeance quest ever since then, and she's just like really tuned it up. Like
Yearsy stuff is so fun when she's like, putting the numbers together. Did you see that clip where she's like, she's trying to? I don't really understand what she's talking about, but all these numbers that she found for this one secret military base, and she's doing like numerology stuff.
That's my favorite type of
and it's French, and the thing with the wife, where she's calling the wife a man. Oh, yeah.
Which is
glorious.
just like she's just French. Like that's not.
I know.
That's just she's French. You know, that's it. But basically, she's been going crazy over like Israel did this, Israel did this, Israel did this.
Yeah.
And talking about the discontent that like some of the Zionist donors had in Turning Point USA, which I think there is truth to that reporting, like because it's clear that Charlie Kirk was frustrated by people being arrogant and fucking annoying to him, even though he's like,
and he was critical. I guess wasn't he critical of the Iran bombing? And he was a little
not really.
No.
Like this is really funny for me at least because like this is something that's close and personal for me because this was what I was going to debate him on. Yeah, because it's a massive wedge right now between institutional Republicans and the base, especially the younger part of the base. Yeah, because they don't like Israel, and some of them obviously don't like Israel for you know anti-Semitic reasons. Right.
But also, there's isolationist types. But they don't want They don't want America coming into foreign policy.
Yeah. So I was going to debate him on this because he's like super pro-Israel.
Right.
But now
you can't.
Now I can't. But also now everyone is basically ascribing their own version of events to the situation.
Right.
And it's like I'm not. I don't like Israel. I hate Israel. Right. Okay. It's not a secret. Secret's out. Right. Okay. And
you don't hate you don't hate the average guy growing up there. Of course, you hate the way that you hate the government policies.
I hate Zionism. I think Zionism is a fascist ideology. We can debate on that if you disagree.
I'm not in the position to debate that.
But
I'm probably with you, but I would not want to get into a debate with you because I don't have the knowledge.
Well, I'll just say it like Sam Cedar and I are very much aligned on this.
I love Sam, and I have a long running joke of not getting along with Sam, but that's a bit.
Yeah, no, I know. you guys are buddies. But what I was saying is like, as someone who is a firm and committed like op of Israel, right? I've been so conflicted this past week because on the one hand, it's like I want to clear up misinformation, right? And there's obviously like anti-Semitism associated with it as well. But on the other hand, I'm watching these Republicans like literally also arrive at this conclusion that like Israel is bad, right? So it's been very conflicting. I'm just watching them fight, and I'm like,
but aren't we in aren't we on this like forever quest of common ground on anything? And is that a place of common ground? I don't know.
But my frustration with it is, if you arrive at the correct solution, but the way you arrived at it is just like hallucinations,
right?
Then I don't know if it's like super productive,
right?
And I worry about that. And I do think that a lot of like the ADL has like coming after someone like myself who has like actively combated anti-Semitism for years and years and never really stopped doing that,
right?
Has created an environment where like the most forward-facing voices that are seemingly critical of Israel
Yeah.
are the likes of, you know, Nick Fuentes or Candace Owens,
Right.
or numerous other people.
I mean, I know it's showbiz, but I thought Hannah Einbinder.
Oh yeah, she's dope.
She's terrific, and she did the thing at the speech, but I think what was even more important was after they were asking her about it, and she as a Jew was saying how it's her responsibility because she doesn't want Israel's policies to represent Jews of the world, because that's just one little like slice of the pie there.
Yeah.
You know, and when you do learn about the history of Zionism and how it was kind of this sect, it was kind of a, you know, just like any ism of the 20th century, it was just one way it went, you know, where it was very hotly debated amongst Jews in the early part of the 20th century. It was not this foregone conclusion. That's fascinating history.
Yeah, as is the case with most things that people debate on, which is why it's like the notion of like the monolithic nature of like the international jury and the way that like you know, Nazis presented is so funny, because it's like, I think Israel wishes that was the case.
Yeah,
like if that was the case, then, you know, they wouldn't fail so spectacularly, and especially right now, where you have like an entire generation of American Jews that are like, I don't care about this at all. This is terrible.
Yeah.
You know, and they're freaking out. That's why they want to like ban TikTok and stuff.
Well, it's funny, like the vision they have of this kind of global Jewish controlling everything thing is so comical. But then the thing in London the other day, where we had that big state dinner with everybody in the tuxedos and the gold plates, and it's all the tech titans. Like that's actually real. That's happening.
Yeah.
And it's like flaunted, and it's like right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And all those people around that table are deciding what's going to happen in the world in the next 10 years.
Exactly. That's what's so frustrating about it, is like, I keep explaining to people like, yes, there is a group of people, that control the planet, whether it be the media, whether it be the government,
tech.
They're not like doing this at the behest of Judaism or one singular group of people.
Yeah,
they're just capitalists.
Yes,
and they're not doing it in like cigar-filled rooms. They're doing it in broad daylight. They're doing it in front of you. It's called the Davos Summit. You know what I mean? Like, but these guys have to. That's the thing that is like so frustrating, is like they always want to like have a grand narrative, a grand conspiracy that somehow loops back to like one singular group of people that are doing this evil because they're like purely evil or something. And it's like, no, they just want to make money.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
They want to hold on to
hold on to it as long as they can and make sure that they're close. I think one thing never gets talked about is how hard it is to think about people outside of your own immediate circle and immediate time frame. So all those people are just like us in a way, but they have much more power, and they want to try to keep it and make sure that nothing happens to them and nothing happens to the people that they actually know.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to think beyond that and think about other people and their well-being. And it's rare when you have actual people, Bernie or whoever, who's like actually trying to make things better for other people.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question, if you don't mind, if like, just because I'm curious, like you're going to do this debate with him. Have you debated him before?
Charlie, yes, I did. I debated.
So what is it like before and after the debate? Like, is it civil? Is it like an acknowledgement of we are two people?
I mean, he was very cordial.
Yeah.
But I've never fully understood like why people, like, I'm not an asshole. I'm not going to be like, fuck you. Like, he came up to me at the DNC when I was there, and like, he tried to like shake my hand. Mostly because he dab me up. I didn't dab him up, but like, I gave him a little handshake. Right. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to like hang out with the guy afterwards. Right. Sure.
Because sometimes that gets the idea. I remember a congressman I met. Okay. I don't say who. Maybe I could. Who knows? I know I go to a couple like fundraise or whatever. And he's like, the thing people don't get is like, we're walking around Congress, Ted Cruz. He's like, hey, that was pretty good. You really got me on TV last night. Like, it treats it like a sport. It's like,
right, yeah.
We're like, but he's like, dude, you're like ruining people's lives.
You're a bad person.
Yeah.
Wait, I had a very similar experience when I went for one of the White House press dinners, like the weekend.
Right, the correspondence
dinner. Correspondence dinner, like weekend events. Like I hate Washington D.C. I love the people of D.C., but like I feel like it's such a evil. There's so much evil there, when I just feel it in the air almost. But when I went there, I remember this was Trump 1. Like we're at one of these events, right? And all these people, all the stars are here. Sure. I think it was Breitbart that famously said, even though he's a fucking scumbag himself, he's like, Hollywood for ugly people.
yeah. I got a Breitbart story for you when you're done with this.
Oh wow, okay. Well, short. So it is Hollywood for ugly people, and I saw it with my own 2 eyes because like all these people that duke it out on TV, duke it out on camera, were all, doing grab ass and drinking, and the room stopped when I think it was like Sean Spicer at the time that walked in, and everyone was like, oh, Sean Spicer is here. And I was just like, that's an evil guy. I know, what do you mean?
It's funny to see them in real life, though. I remember Vic and I were at the debate, the debate last couple summers ago in Wisconsin, and all the news people were setting up out front. We were just there doing a show, and we were just like parked right in front of where this was going on, and we saw Sean Spicer, and it is kind of like you are seeing like a celebrity or something because you've just been seeing them on TV. But he was standing on like an apple box to get, and we were run over and we're just goofing on him, like just treating him like a clown. But really quick, when what's the thing?
You're saying Breitbart.
Breitbart.
Story.
What was it called when everybody was protesting Wall Street?
Occupy Wall Street.
There you go. Occupy was going on in L.A. And I was down there and saw Breitbart himself.
Oh wow,
Andrew Breitbart. And it was like a block away, and I went, Andrew. He turned around, I go fuck yourself. That felt good.
Yeah. No, sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, sometimes you can be mad at people, but
sometimes you got to let it rip.
Yeah, I mean, you could get heated and get hot.
Cocaine after that.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, he was gone a couple weeks later. I don't know if that sent him off, but he was gone. Yeah,
damn.
I could have pushed.
There goes the violent left.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pushed him over the edge. Nah, I think he was just wasn't it? Didn't he die like literally doing too much coke or something?
I don't know the details.
I don't know the details either. He would have wanted us to make up his death.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot of it's for show, and I appreciate you. Like, first of all, talking about that. Yeah, you don't want to just go
Andrew
like
Breitbart clogged the toilet with kidney stones. Okay,
I don't know about that.
M HUD. I mean, maybe. I remember something related to a toilet, but I don't know.
Do people have any questions for me?
Yeah, you guys got any questions?
I mean, that's kind of the way to ruin a show, you know?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Can you guess where I'm going tonight? This is pretty big news for me and my crowd, my family.
What, it's well, you got the hokas on, so
I know.
you're ready to walk.
Okay.
So
this will be a bit of entertainment tonight, live entertainment tonight.
Oh, live entertainment. Okay.
What would a guy like me be doing on a Friday night for some live entertainment?
A comedy show?
No, I don't find comedy entertaining.
Okay.
It's my job.
Okay.
Hollywood, guess?
Hollywood Bowl. Someone says strip club. I don't think this is a strip club. What is it? A concert.
It is a concert.
Okay. It's someone said 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails is correct.
Wow. You're going to a 9 Inch Nails concert.
I'm so excited. I'm not really a fan, but I appreciate the artistry of those guys, and I want to just feel the experience.
That's cool.
I want to get dark.
My favorite 9 Inch Nails song is not even a 9 Inch Nails song, or the version of it I like is I think it's Hurt, Johnny Cash version.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah. I think it's one of those instances where like the song took on a new, like the song basically became Johnny Cash's very own.
Yes, he owns
Normie alert. Okay, everybody calm down. I'm not like a big music guy, okay? You know I don't listen to music.
But isn't it cool that doesn't your audience think it's cool that I'm going to see 9 Inch Nails?
They think you're dope for that. Wait, Trent Reznor is 9 Inch Nails.
I think I'm wearing the wrong kind of jeans for the occasion.
Yeah, I can fit you up if you want.
I need your help. I need to get fit and big and swole.
I'll get you fitted up. You're in great shape.
Oh, really? I feel a little I feel better than I used to feel, but
you got some biceps on you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you look good.
Almost I look pretty good for 50.
Yeah. It's the Hollywood.
I take a lot of pills and
adrenochrome.
I never did the Ozempic. When I lost more weight than I had. Like I gained some weight back, but everyone's like Ozempic. I never did it. I was not allowed. I would have done it. I'm not shaming anybody.
I think I want to do it. If I ever get fat again, I'm gonna immediately boom.
I don't know. I mean, they say there's some bad side effects to it, but who knows?
Yeah.
But it's like $1,000 a month. I don't have $1,000 a month to do that.
We gotta pump up the subs on your shows.
Yes. Well, everyone should subscribe to Office Hours Live, patreon.com/Office Hours Live. We could use 40,000 new subscribers this afternoon. Get off Chapo Trap House. Drop
Stop
that.
watching those guys. Those guys are fake. That's what you got to do. You got to start beef with them.
Yeah.
And just be like, they've
been embezzling.
They've
been sending money to the Israeli government.
That's awesome. No, you gotta hit him with you're more left than they are.
I'm crazy left.
You should be like, they are actually betraying the Maoist revolution that is imminent.
Yeah.
And they've also betrayed even Marxist-Leninist principles. They're revisionists. And then their audience will stop paying attention to them.
Yeah, Vic and Doug they're actually working in the cornfields now, and we have a collective where we just
hell yeah.
I don't know.
Damn, the business is not going well. That's why you need the subs.
No, it's everywhere. We love everybody.
Yeah, I was on the live show of Office Hours 4 years ago.
Is that an actual guy? Is that Hasan Heidecker? Oh my God, it is.
And Vic knew who you were.
Yeah.
Vic called you out and asked you to translate. What did you? There was somebody
It was a Turkish guy.
Vic got scammed by a Turkish guy.
Yeah.
And he was like translating for you. Do you have it?
It was a Turkish hacker, I think, right?
It's Hasan.
You're Hasan Piker?
Can you
get on the microphone?
Do you speak Turkish? I guess.
Whoa, somebody knows
Wow.
you. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was big.
Oh wow.
I was so much fatter back then. It was crazy.
But also the hair and everything.
Yeah. I was hurt. I'm gonna be honest. This was like
it was not a good time.
This was not a good time. We're talking. This is January 1st, 2022. So this was. I was a thick boy. I was going through a lot.
Yeah. Well, this is also the special where Tim Robinson came out and did, which became kind of like a nice little viral thing where it's like, go back to your old shit.
Yeah.
And that's all anyone says to me now. Cash grab. And it's, they're doing it in jest. It's like, I like the old shit back in the playground.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. He's a big deal, Tim.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I don't know who anybody is. Okay?
No one fainted when we walked out.
See,
he looked at me like I was about to attack him.
Yeah, it was a little scary, man.
I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for coming down and helping us out here.
Yeah, it's from the end of 2021, right? Yeah, it's this is the
it's Christmas 2021.
Yeah, Christmas 2021.
Are you allowed to? You're an anti-Christmas guy, right? Where War on Christmas is starting.
Yeah, me and Uncle Sam.
Yeah,
we hate Christmas.
I think at our Antifa meeting on Sunday, let's talk about how we're disrupting Christmas this year. Don't forget. Put it on the
of
agenda.
course. Wait, one of the things I wanted to actually talk to you about that I find really funny and so pathetic actually is
not my career. I hope.
No, of course not. No, it's the ways in which, in the aftermath of the Charlie Kirk shooting, what the conservatives have like paid attention to, what they've decided to basically push the buttons on in order to get like random people fired. And one of the things they've done is they're now attacking Starbucks because like the first thing that they think of, I guess, when they think of like
when you say what's your name and there's like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And so some people are not writing that.
Yeah, which by the way, I don't even believe that happened.
Right.
For the record. But
if I worked at Starbucks, I don't want to speak for anybody that works at Starbucks, I would just write the name. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
I just want to get through my shift.
But basically, they were like, we got the corporation to bow down to our demands. And I was thinking like this is it. Like this is what the conservative movement is all about. Because like they've won everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They humiliated the Democrats. They won.
Yeah.
Right? They control everything. And beyond that, Donald Trump is like eroding what remains of, I guess, like constitutional norms and protections, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing they have right now is the only thing they want rather is just like for people to say you're cool. Actually, I love that your ideas are racist.
Yeah.
I'm
racist, and that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
It's so stupid. And they're like celebrating this stuff.
This is an update from Starbucks.
Yeah, they're like,
it's like, how do you get, I just see up there, I see Rudy Giuliani. It's like, if you're a young man, how do you get jazzed about seeing Rudy Giuliani? Like that's the media you're going to be consuming when they start calling everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what they want. They're like, yeah, Jimmy, put Rudy Giuliani in place of Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. I guess I saw like Tim Dillon and some of these guys were coming out and saying this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Those guys didn't know. I mean, did they not know what they were getting into last year when they were just like, what the hell? Like, where did they just drop down from Mars?
Look, I talk to these guys all the time as well, and I don't understand it. Like, they definitely are feeling it now. I mean, Andrew Schulz pulled the parachute cord like a couple months prior to this.
Yes.
And everyone was dunking on him. And it's just, but this kind of goes along with what we were talking about here, which is like, for so many people to just wanted to say like slurs.
Yeah.
Without having like, I don't know, someone with a septum piercing be like, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And for them, it's like, this was it. Like, that's what they thought they were getting.
Yeah, I mean, all that shit was just read the room, like evolve to a place where people aren't going to feel shitty from what you're saying. And you can still do it.
Yeah.
It was never a point. I don't know. Tell me a point where people got like things were canceled because of what they said. It just, I mean, sure, someone will have an example, but
yeah, they're using now the one they're using is, I think, Rosie O'Donnell. I believe that was the one where she was on like an Ambien trip or something, and she went like super racist on Twitter.
Not Rosie O'Donnell. Roseanne.
Roseanne
sure,
Barr.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the one time.
Yeah, but that happened under Trump. Like, they're like, yeah, remember Roseanne Barr? And it's like, first of all, that like she clearly was experiencing mental distress.
Right.
And secondly, not Rosie O'Donnell, I apologize to Rosie O'Donnell, who doesn't even live here.
Should not be a citizen, by the way.
Yeah, she's not.
I think her citizen should be revoked.
You
imagine?
You and Trump both.
I know, but like, I just, again, back to that Bo Burnham thing, like, what are we fucking doing? He's going on his official channels. The president of the United States, of the country of which I was born and raised as a 50-year-old man, the president of that country that I, or whatever, not personally, but have experienced their kind of the loftiness of that office, and so the respect that the world has for that. He's telling us through official channels that Rosie O'Donnell, his nemesis from the 90s, in New York gossip circles, her citizen should be revoked.
Yeah.
It's bananas. And I can't wait to shame the right for the rest of their lives for playing with this guy in the playground. They can never be forgiven or forgotten for this.
Well, that's the positive outlook.
For years, you and I, sorry to interrupt, you're a young man. As in your 90s, I hope you're reminding whoever's around left that goes, you were for that guy?
Yeah.
The guy that was shitting in his pants?
Well, we'll see. Like I said, let's see where things go, because I do feel like while there's a lot of jokes on the one hand, I do think that the administration, albeit very weak and doesn't have this like popular mandate that they claim that they do, is very actively taking the initiative to almost
post-Trump
ensure that there is no post-Trump.
Right.
It feels like.
Well,
sometimes.
you mean like Trump will eventually go of natural causes, we assume, but there will be a structure in place to be a more efficient Trumpism. I mean, it might even just call it Trump. It's just Trump. That's the word that we talk about, but it's J.D. Vance pulling the levers or whatever, right?
Yeah. Fuck. Well, and then Peter Thiel pulling the levers for J.D.
I like
Vance.
him though. I like that guy.
You have to say that. I
like Peter Thiel.
Anytime
he has
you're
some interesting thoughts
you're on your
Antichrist.
phone, you should just be like, I love Peter Thiel. I love the state of Israel.
He seems like a normal guy.
Good.
If you listen to him, he seems like a normal guy.
Yeah, he seems so human.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him. His human quality.
He doesn't seem like a sweaty guy.
Yeah. He made fucking Ross Douthat look normal.
I know.
Like, that's an insane accomplishment.
Yeah. I saw that. Ross Douthat was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do that sometimes. I'm just walking around the house and I'll just be like, man, I really love Donald Trump, the CIA, and Peter Thiel. Bunch of great guys. You just got to do that.
It's weird. I remember like years ago when we first started talking about privacy. I think it was like, with Snowden, and there was this idea, like the post-Iraq war idea. I think it was kind of a new thing that we were all like processing. Like, And I remember, I think Howard Stern said this. He was like, I don't really care if you can see what I'm doing because I'm not doing anything interesting. You know, like that feeling of being like, really, they're not really listening. They're not really listening to me. Like that seems like sci-fi. Nope. And even if they are, what are they going to do? They're benign, and that feels very naive right now.
Oh yeah, no. It turns out that is one of the craziest parts about this is that like that's part of the reason why I think like, Alex Jones is like a psyop, like this sophisticated.
What are you talking about?
Because for every like one true thing he says, he has like 100 insane things. Yeah. So then you associate the true thing that he's saying with the insanity. Right. Because he was right about like government mass surveillance.
Sure.
And then he would be like, Obama smells like sulfur, which is, that's not true. Right.
Well, why wouldn't, if you had power and the technology now exists, why wouldn't you start, going down that road? It seems like a natural thing for a totalitarian. If Hitler had it, he would use it as much as he could. Oh, for sure. Yeah. The KGB would use it if they had it. Yeah. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, to make sure that everyone was a brave patriot who was working for the USSR appropriately. Yeah. That's what they would do. But it's like we talk about China and like what kind of crazy stuff's happening in China. And it's like, but we're doing it here. Like,
we're already doing it.
The things that we fantasize about China doing to its own citizens, we're literally doing here. And we're like, no, it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good.
Have you talked about those Chinese electric cars on this show?
Oh, I love the Chinese electric cars. Oh, they're awesome.
They look so cool.
I'm going to China in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe I'll stay there. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm very curious about like the interior of China, like the mountainous regions of China. I think that's like very unexplored. We just don't hear about it.
No, people go. Yeah. Now, I think like the only part that is less explored, because like even Xinjiang is now like totally open to tourism. But the only place that is like still very hard to get to both physically and also hard to get to for like, I think a little bit of suppression purposes is Tibet. But beyond that, like there are a lot of people that go, there's a lot of quirked up white boys that go and explore like rural China.
And they're interested, the people are interested to talk and
oh yeah.
They're friendly, I'm sure.
Yeah, they just like at least the videos I watch, they look at you like you're an alien.
Right. Yeah.
You know
what's interesting? I was thinking about that, like, in the beginning, the first month or so, there was so much crazy. There's still so much craziness, of course, but it does seem to be like they're just throwing stuff at the wall. Like we don't hear much about this Canadian state anymore.
Yeah,
remember that
we were going to annex it,
and Iceland or no, Greenland. I mean,
yeah,
and they backed off of Chicago for now. Like so, there is some hope that we keep like fighting back on stuff. And this Jimmy Kimmel news seems to be very motivating people to get out there, and all sorts of people are coming out. So I think it is important to stay engaged and become active peacefully. And
because they're not strong. Like I was talking about this before.
They don't have the numbers.
They don't have the numbers and they're not strong. Because like if they were strong, they wouldn't feel the need to do this level of like suppression of dissent.
Yeah.
Because like if you're strong, if you're confident enough in your movement, if you're confident enough in like what you're presenting, you don't need to do this stuff.
Yeah.
The greatest example of this is America, with the exception of the Cold War, when the McCarthyism was happening.
Yeah.
That's when it felt weak. And that's why they were like, we have to suppress any sort of like socialist or communist allegiances in the country.
Yeah.
And in the aftermath of that, once they won the Cold War, right? Once America won the Cold War, we have full-blown freedom of speech again.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do when you're dominating, because you are not fearful. I use myself as an example because like for many years, people will be like, people to the left of me would be like,
there's people to the left of you?
I don't think there are, but they seem to think so.
Sure, of course.
But basically they would say like, oh, you're controlled opposition, like you're just sheepdogging everyone back to the Democratic Party, all this stuff.
Right.
And they would present the fact that I had a platform as a reason for why I was not seen as a danger. And I was like, yeah, exactly. They don't see me as a danger because there is no like broad socialist movement in this country that is like presenting a danger to capital accumulation yet.
Right.
But the moment that it does become a danger is the moment that like they will most likely come after my platform, even if I am making money for Amazon, which is
Right.
what I'm doing right now. Right.
Yeah.
So we're there now. It seems like it's coming to that. It's coming to that
I
conclusion.
mean, how important is Magdani's election to you to see that there can be a petri dish or a laboratory?
Oh, it's great.
Like if that, I mean, assuming he can get anything done within the, Byzantine establishment of New York City politics or government, I should say, that might be a problem, right?
Yeah.
But if he doesn't flame, if he isn't,
I think that's
Yeah, the
going to be
police
a
is gonna be
major.
hard.
The real
Yeah.
estate developers and
Yeah.
and
The moneyed
like
interests,
Wall
yeah.
Street and the cops especially are going to be a major
but
major issue.
he's got to figure that out, and if he can, and not make not create disaster or whatever, like run a competent city. You know what drives me back to Trump and his crazy vision of the world? If you were in New York recently, right? Because I saw you on Sam's show.
Yeah.
Like you're there, you're walking around going like, this place is great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, like everything's humming.
Yeah.
People are out, and
Even with Eric
everyone's-
Adams in charge.
yeah, I
for
know.
the
Like,
record.
I mean, and I always have to say, of course, there are problems. Of course, there's inequities. There's all sorts of issues that we could talk about dealing with. But the picture of this dystopian hell zone where, like, Trump's saying it's a disaster. It's like it's crazy town to talk about that if you go to New York and walk around.
Well, the even better example, in my opinion, is what I saw in Detroit. I went to Detroit for the Palestine People's Conference, and I spoke there. And I went to Hamtramck, I went to Dearborn, and I, traversed the streets of Detroit.
Yeah.
And you would think, from the way that Republicans presented,
Right. It's on fire.
it's like literally just like a hellhole.
Beirut from the
it's
1980s
just-
or something.
It's just like a bombed out, hollowed out shell.
yeah.
And it's so funny because it's like, no, it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. I was
It's
there.
amazing.
I was there earlier this year, and it was like before the show.
And same with Southside Chicago too. We went
Yeah.
down there, and even my Uber driver was like, you got to avoid groups of 4. If you see black people, you should avoid
Right.
them. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah.
And we went to a block party where they were doing a back to school drive.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. But you would think there's just dudes, like the way Trump talks about it, there's dudes getting shot up
Yeah. It's Mogadishu.
every moment.
It's roaming
Every-
gangs
yeah.
of machine wielding pickup trucks. But I guess if he can, competently run New York for a year, and do something that makes people feel good about electing him, I mean, then we just go everywhere and say, there's another way. There's another way.
Yeah.
It's not Chuck Schumer. It's not the old guard of the Democratic government, the Democratic Party. And you don't have to go into this dark place where these lunatics are, these fundamentalists.
So you asked me initially, like, has Zoran made things a little bit easier? And the answer is absolutely yes. So we were, like, myself, the Chapo boys, a couple other people, like, very quickly were like, oh, this is the guy. It was a crowded primary, but we were like, that's the guy. He's one of ours, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even think they thought that they would actually win by such numbers in the primaries. I thought that they would be like very competitive. But basically after the Zoran victory, it has been so easy to just point to him instead of constantly having to do this back and forth where I explain the theory behind like the most basic component of democracy, which is give people something that they fucking want.
Yeah.
And
in some cases need.
Yeah.
And I think it's important maybe for some advice or whatever is to like distinct, because you have even Bill Maher coming out and who's I'm not a fan of. Yeah. Coming out, he's a communist, and they keep calling him a communist.
Yeah.
I think it's really important that people are educated to understand the differences between communism and socialism and democratic socialism. Like these are very important distinctions.
Yeah.
Because the word communist has such a, the history of that word and to most normal people is really an easy way to turn people off. and it's just not true, right? I mean, if you look at what he wants to do, it's just not. That's not what he's talking about.
But ultimately, like, it's not even like I always say. People call me a communist. I don't care about like people calling me a communist at all because I always say like it's an earnest final goal to arrive at like a moneyless, classless, stateless society, like Star Trek.
Right. It's a little utopian in vision,
but it's like not a bad goal to try to pursue.
Right.
Right. Like, and yet. I mean, and also we've never had like that goal. We've never had that implemented ever
anywhere.
Unless we're talking about like I guess primitive accumulation, but but that's never been a thing, right? So,
but you should almost like put them on the defensive to be like, have you not gone to college? Have you not learned about what words mean? Like
the thing I used to always do is present Norway because like Norway's a social democracy, with some. Socialization, some nationalization initiatives, like their entire extraction industry is nationalized from the forestry all the way to their oil and gas industry, right? So I would always be like, okay, well, what about Norway? Now I even do it with China, actually, because China, after many, many years of getting a very bad rap, is especially with the Trump administration's like mishandling of like global trade and all this stuff, has made Americans like reconsider what they previously thought China was like.
Yeah.
And that whiplash that they experienced from like what it actually is like and not like a peasant run backwater country in the way that it was presented has caused people to go, maybe this stuff isn't so bad.
Yeah.
But basically what I used to do is I'd be like, okay, Norway, like you're saying everything is socialism. What about Norway? They'd be like, Norway's not socialist. And I'd be like, okay, let's implement the policies of Norway. It's not socialist.
Well, I spent a little time over there recently, last year, a couple of years ago, and something really clicked with me. I think it was actually in Denmark, but it applied to Norway too, was the people there were like, well, of course, this stuff, that these minerals or the oil, whatever it is, it's ours.
Yeah.
And it's ours to sell and to use the money for us.
Yeah.
So I think it is important to find a way to talk about collectivism in a way that's like, this is our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm an American citizen, and that it's different than a Norwegian because, that's a smaller sample size of people. And we have a much more diverse group of people.
I know, but
and
economy scale.
Yeah. But we have to find a way to find like me as a German American, like from Germanic descent, Irish descent, European descent, and the Venezuelan whose family moved here in the 80s or something like that. Like we should be talking to each other like, how cool, we're both Americans. Yeah. We should share the wealth of America together, right? Yeah. And not worry about our ethnic heritage, but that we have a common goal of having a good, strong country that takes care of the people inside the boundaries of the country. That's why I'm running for mayor of Glendale.
Mayor of Glendale. Okay,
that's not going to happen because
you could run
very
for mayor
not
of Los
Armenian.
Angeles. You could do it. I feel like
now we've got trouble because if you start platforming me as an official,
you should do it.
They're going to look into my.
Look, I got one.
They're gonna start pulling up old Tim and Eric clips. It's gonna sink my race.
No,
very
it don't
quickly.
matter. I got one. Look, numbers on the board. I'm at a 100% success rating.
All right,
currently.
you put me on city council, and then we'll start from there.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I mean, it's not the current administration in LA is not great. So it's not the best. Oh God, what do you think about Gavin Newsom?
He's something creepy. I mean, definite serial killer vibes.
Oh yeah.
I guess I like that there's somebody pushing back loudly and with humor. I think it's not like, I'm a picky humor guy, so I'm not the best judge, but it's a pretty funny idea to just tweet like Trump, I think.
Yeah. I think people are going to get annoyed because like the more serious things get, the more they're gonna be like, okay, we get it, Gavin. You're tweeting just like
flames
Trump.
Out too early.
Fucking do something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't buy him. I think he's I don't.
Oh, he just wants to. Yeah, he wants to win.
Been terrible for California.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It's interesting because on the one hand, I know some people that have worked with him closely on like criminal justice reform. Specifically like the prisoner release stuff that he did, and it was literally because the our prison system is so draconian and overfilling.
Right.
Like the population is out of control, the prison population in California. So we had to do this like this reform provision, and everybody yelled at him for it. I'm like, that's one of the only good things he's done.
Right.
Meanwhile, he's just like vetoing Medicare for all in the state of California. He's personally clearing homeless camps.
Right. So who's the big national figure that you would maybe be excited about at this point? Is it too hard to say?
I feel like it definitely is. It is too hard to. It's too early, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I have an automatic no
I don't want to
billionaires.
put you on the spot.
I have an automatic no
Pritzker?
billionaires position, but like Pritzker's kind of all right. Like he's.
We're gonna have to. I'll tell you a weird one. Maybe it's not weird, but I really like Jon Stewart.
A lot of people are saying that.
Like,
I think he'd be cool.
Why the fuck not? At this point, it's just sort of like, let's try something else. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's very smart and he's very funny. He seems like a good guy from like the work he does with the 9/11 stuff.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, I would die to see him, because every time I see him like talk about an issue, he's very well spoken on it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think he's probably, you know, I don't know. I think he would be entertaining, and I don't know. He probably has no interest in it, so it's kind of a fun fantasy thought.
He didn't even want to keep doing the Daily Show.
I know.
I mean, he just wants to like take care of his animals in New Jersey.
But I don't know if we're going to find it in like Congress or in the government at this point. It feels very,
But to be fair, you're not wrong. I mean, he could do it. There's some people that have like disappointed me in recent in the aftermath of the election. Like I thought Tim Walz could be a good person for this.
They've marked him. They've ruined. They've just like it would be such an uphill thing for him.
Because he had so much promise when he was picked as the VP, and then they just like back pocketed him. And I think like I just keep seeing in my mind the first question that they asked on that fucking debate, the VP debate, where he mostly agreed with JD Vance, which was gross.
Yeah.
But the first question was, would you let Israel do a first strike in Iran? And he was like, yes, we would let Israel do a nuclear first strike on Iran. And I was just like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's so easy to not answer that question.
It's so easy to be like, why are you asking me this question?
Yeah.
What are you, fucking insane?
Yeah.
Like, how is this a question right now? Like, and it was just like, yeah, he supported Israel's expansion. Like he's just said a lot of stuff. Like these guys are so bad on foreign policy.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I really appreciate Zoran, because like him taking this like uncompromising stance in an issue that is very black and white,
right,
gained him unimaginable favor,
right,
but across party lines.
Yeah.
And it made everybody go, oh, you can say that.
Yeah, and like, you sound like a normal person.
Yeah. I'm so glad that he did that, because you know that was one of the best moments. At least for me. Yeah,
that was the thing. I think that's why we have Trump, is because the one thing that's sort of that he's so gifted at, that Trump was so gifted at from the beginning, is he sounds insane, but he sounds much crazier now. But 10 years ago, he talked like a regular guy in a weird way that was like didn't sound like everybody else, and he spoke from the hip, and he was contradicting himself all over the place and saying crazy shit, but it was like whatever was on his mind.
Yeah.
Like, remember that one interview where he was like, so would you make it like, would women go to jail for getting an abortion? He's like, I guess so.
Yeah.
You know, like,
of course I remember that.
He's like, I haven't thought about it. He's like, you haven't thought about that. You're just winging all this.
No, but the reason why he said that is because that was an honest position.
Right.
That is honestly the Republican position.
Because it's like, well, 1 + 2 = 3. So yeah, I guess they will.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, dumbass, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say it out loud. No, you're supposed to say the doctors are the bad guys in this. Like someone has to be a bad guy, but it's the evil doctors, not the women. My favorite moments from like 2016, obviously, that I think were kind of like the reverse bizarro, like Zoran saying, I'm the mayor of New York, I want to stay in New York.
Yeah.
Was like when he was on stage and he was like, I'm a billionaire, I paid for all of you guys.
Right. Yeah.
And everyone was like, Is he allowed to say that?
Yeah, I mean, those debates, those are some of the greatest things ever with Jeb Bush up there getting just slaughtered by him.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was a sick, like, watching this happening in real time. Like, I can't believe this is happening. But of course, he's not going to win. We're gonna have this Hillary Clinton who's going to be whatever.
Yeah.
But then here we are. What time is it? I should probably go to Nine Inch Nails. Well, I have to go all the way back to Glendale and then go to the Forum.
All right.
Which, if you don't, I mean, if your audience knows,
where I live in the greater West Hollywood region,
and it's on a Friday, I'm sacrificing so much to come here.
Yeah, you are going to be in a lot of traffic, low key.
For sure.
That is about to be cooked. All right. Well,
that's okay. What else are you going to do? Listen, this was a pleasure.
This was amazing.
I'm glad we got to hang.
Hell yeah. And I'll be on office hours or whatever.
Yeah, it would be awesome to have you come in.